Hi everybody, I'm Tony Sanchez, and the book I chose to read this week was Last Stop on Market Street by Matt Della Pena. The illustrator of this book was Christian Robinson. I'd say the appropriate age for this book was probably 3 to 6. It's a picture book, and Last Stop on Market Street is about a young boy named CJ. It takes place in a city, and it's on a Sunday. And him and his grandmother are just getting off of church, and it's raining outside. And they're sitting at the bus station under the umbrella, and CJ asks his grandma, "Why do we always got to ride the bus?" And then she tells him, it's a lot of people ride the bus. It's nothing to be ashamed of, and plus, the bus driver always had a magic trick or trick to show CJ. Well, the book is just kind of talks about a lot of different people, in a neighborhood in poverty, and it's just about people that are less fortunate than others. So basically, CJ and his mom are on the train, meet a few people. There was a blind man with a dog. There was a guy that was stringing a guitar. An old lady sat next to him. A couple older kids jumped on the bus, and they had headphones on, listening to music. Well, CJ told his grandma, "I would love a pair of them." And then she's like, "Who needs something like that? You can just ask this guy right here, to play the guitar for us." So the guy played the guitar. Everybody had a great time. And, when he was done, the whole bus clapped. Even the guys with the headphones on clapped. And, it's just, it just kind of tells, like, no matter what situations you are, people respect others all the time, no matter how much money they have. Well, basically, they are on their way to the soup kitchen, is where him and his grandma are going this Sunday afternoon. And on their way, when they get off the bus and walk to the soup kitchen, it stopped raining, and she noticed there was a rainbow, and it was a bad part of the neighborhood, but that rainbow, it just seemed to make his day. Once they got off of the bus, the buildings in that neighborhood were boarded up. There was graffiti on the walls. Street signs were broken out, and they entered the soup kitchen. Like I said, the rainbow, made everything pretty that day. So once they entered the soup kitchen, he's like, "Man," told his grandma, "why do we got to come here?" And then it was then that somebody started knocking on the window, and he looked through the window, and it was just a couple of regular people that they see there every week. So and then once he seen them, he just was like, what, I'm glad we came here. It just made everything worth it. And um, this book is good to have to teach children that throughout history, there's been people with poverty, people that are less fortunate than others, and it doesn't take money or materialistic things to make people happy. It can be as simple as other people. It can be simple as somebody playing the guitar. It can be as simple as a rainbow shining out of the sky. So I think that if children hear this story, they would begin to respect others. They would know that all cultures are different and all races are different, but it's very important to stay respecting one another. And I think this would be a book that I definitely would read to the children, just because it's eye-opening. It's a touching story, and story about history and historical fiction. It's just I love those stories. I love reading them to my children. They enjoy hearing them, and I look forward to becoming a teacher and sharing those kind of stories with my students as well. Well, I hope you liked my interview this week. So I'll see you next time. Thanks.